So Omniknight is a hero that is really hard to lane with because there's no good lane up setup. Like there's literally no good lane setup. He doesn't help tri lanes much compared to other heroes. He's melee and he's not very tanky and he has a small mana pool. But his spells are all really good. Like of course, like there's good things and there's bad things about the hero. Um, and that's the main thing. If you can get past the laning phase with an advantage on your team, and you have a hero that can go Superman with the free BKB, then Omni Knight is a good pick, basically. You need to survive the laning phase though. Like if you feed with Omni Knight in laning phase, you're pretty much done. Like that hero is not good. Like you have your AoE heal, but you don't really farm that fast, and obviously you need your farm on your other heroes. So you're a high, and you're also a high priority target. So you're a high priority target that doesn't get farmed, that's melee, and it has short range on the spells that needs to live through the team fight. Like that's a really hard like niche to fit, right? So I don't know. Hopefully I can like give you some tips through this. All right, so let's see. Hotkeys, please. All right. Then Valve needs to make hotkeys work on the loading screen, the picking screen. I mean. All right, so regular pub. No one picks until the last second, as you can see. By the way, my voice is like killing me, so I will try to talk less. Juggernaut's first pick was fine. I mean, this guy wanted to play carry, I guess, and like there are definitely counters to Juggernaut, but I mean, it's fine. Shadow Summon first pick. I don't like that as much. Like supports usually when you first pick, it's hard to counter supports, like I talked about in the previous replays. But I mean, it's fine. Like there's not too much counterplay against a Shadow Shaman. Wish Doctor's a good pick. I think Wish Doctor should be picked first. Lone Druid here. And like once again, I'm not sure what your team is planning and stuff, so there could be a lot of like things that I miss and like I might be incorrect. Thanks for having me. Go keen to watch more streams. All right. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for submitting your replay. Oh, by the way, yeah. So for everybody, oh yeah. So Omniknight is good here because Storm Spirit is really good with Omniknight buff. If you want to submit replays, I'm obviously always looking for more. Like I save every replay I receive, so I still have like 10 extra replays. As no, not that many. I have like 7-ish. Yeah, I have between 7 and 10 extra replays that I might do next week if I don't receive any more. Okay. Well, that's fast. Okay, so first thing is when you join a game, you should buy items and leave the base quickly. That's very good by them, not so good on this team. I think Storm was like waiting for tangos and stuff, but because he didn't ask, so he was just waiting. That's a bit of a mistake on his part. Who are you playing again? Oh, right, Omniknight. Okay, so you bought. Okay, okay. First note, I guess. Don't buy full clarities. You should never buy. It's hard to make a rule, but I think never buy. Okay, I'll just make the rule for clarity. I was gonna say like never buy more than 3 stacks of anything, but I'm not sure. Maybe there's stuff like you should buy. Never buy 4 mana pots at the start. You waste a lot of gold. Like right now, I would have boots. Your wards. You should have given a ward to the offlane, by the way. Okay. Okay. There's All right. I'm gonna slow this down. So in the laning phase, when you bought your wards, so you have 2 wards. In terms of your vision, so you have this ward and this ward. So in your side, your top lane is extremely secure. So if the enemy tries to gank you, like if the enemy tries to gank your lane from minute 0 to minute 7, you're onto that shit. The issue is no one ganks from minute 0 to 7. This ward doesn't actually do anything. This ward could have been blocking this camp and helping your Lone Druid get a lot. Wait, what? What is this lanes? All right, sorry. Lone Druid is okay. Okay, so you got this tri lane, and you've got Shadow Shaman mid against Storm. Okay, well Storm's gonna have a fun time. So the thing is, Shadow Shaman's actually not that bad in lane. The issue is that Shadow Shaman spells cost a lot of mana, and you're really vulnerable to ganks. You're really squishy. And plus Storm is, yeah, he hit him with a Remnant because Overload slows him. Storm should actually get this kill. Like, if I was Storm in this game, I would kill this Shadow Shaman here. You can see his mana. You can see that he doesn't have enough shackles. Oh, he missed. The thing is, what you're supposed to do when you were right next to him is instead of attacking, you run with him until here, you remnant, and then you attack here when you're next to him, and then you kill. You get the kill. Oh my god, he walks back in. Alright. Sorry, that's off topic, as always in this game. At the start of the game, there's too much to talk about. That's why I'm doing this at 0.5 speed. I have no idea either what they were planning. Yeah, most pubs don't plan. They just want to play a hero. Like, they right-click a hero, and that's what they're playing. Like, that's it. That's the end of it. So is your Nyx your carry here, or I don't know. Like, so this top lane is really hard to play. I mean, both top heroes here is kind of weird. Like Sniper with your Sven, who's farming, who's like I don't know. But the thing is, Sniper is gonna get free like hits onto you guys. Let's look at. Oh yeah, I forgot about the freaking mana pots. You never need 4 mana pots. 1 mana pot is more than a mango, by the way. 1 mana pot is 170 mana, and that is like pretty much 2 of your spells, like 2 heals basically. You don't need to repel him there. You should just tell him to walk back to base, and you get levels. Basically, this is like your safe lane turned into an off lane because, like I said at the start, Omniknight's really hard to lane. You have to be careful of vision here because the guy will shrapnel and cancel your clarity. I mean, that's why you bought 4, except you just spent, like, what, 50 gold per clarity. It's kind of inefficient. Oh, Storm doesn't get the kill on Shadow Shaman. Why is he so low, then? Anyway, you should get boots early. Like, you have 600 gold, you should get boots. Like, actually, what I would have done is not buy the 2 extra clarities and get the boots, like, at minute 0 when you had it. But I digress. Yeah, you get your... Wait, what? Oh, Shrapnel level 1 doesn't cancel clarity, that's right. I mean, it shouldn't be level 1, but whatever. For people who aren't sure about the rules, if the damage increment is lower than 10, I think, it won't cancel bottle and it won't cancel clarity. So you can actually bottle through Husker Spears level 1, Shrapnel level 1, Ignite level 1 from Ogre, I think, and many other dots. Shadow Poison, I think. I can't remember. Like, some of them you can, some of them you can't. Okay, I'll just leave it as that. Juggernaut offlane is kind of weird. He has the hormones, that's good. He doesn't have boots. I think you get boots in this. But he's controlling lane okay. He has double range creep, which is bad. Usually you want to kill your creeps fast. But you can't always control that. Especially since he doesn't have a pull ward. Actually, it's weird that Witch Doctor's not pulling in this game. But, whatever. Lone Druid jungle is actually quite slow, but I mean, whatever, he's just jungling. I'll move this up in spinner. Oh, Sven. Okay, I know why he's playing Sven because he is immortal, right? Like that's why. Yeah, he's playing Sven because he is immortal. And your Nyx. I mean, if Nyx snowballs, like he gets his early like boots Dagon or whatever, and then he one-shots the sniper over and over again. I mean, that could be game winning. Lone Druid gank. It's nice. It's nice. I mean, whatever. Did Storm die? Oh, wait. Yeah, Storm died, and then he killed Shadow Shaman. This is so weird. I mean, okay, so back to Omniknight. Your lane is not going very well. You're just basically sapping EXP, and like, you give your team an extra like 100 health every now and then with your heal. 200 health, it's not bad. But you aren't doing anything. Like this hero is really hard to lane. I think I'll exclude it for now because it's really hard. Like it's really hard to play Omniknight in pubs because in pubs, let's say this was a Necrolite and this was a Undying. Okay, this is a Necrolite. This is an Undying. This tower's gone in 1 minute. I mean, if they're playing good, right? If these two are playing good, oh, Storm got another kill fast. If these two are playing good, this tower's gone. One of you would have died for sure, and they would be farming. Like they would be annoying Lone Druid this entire game now. Like they would own this part of the map. If this was like a Undying and a what do you call it, Necrolite, or like Undying Coddle or something like that. Omniknight is really hard to lane, and it's really hard to pick a hero that's hard to lane when your team is not like coordinated at all. Because I mean you're playing a pub, right? Okay, so. Yeah, you got your boots, that's good, that's good. I think in this kind of game, you want to get Tranquil Soul Ring on your Omniknight. Soul Ring gives you about the same amount of mana as, oh, I don't know if you get this. Okay, well, that's not good. Okay, wait, so so Nyx is hitting the sniper, and sniper's like, oh, he's gonna die to shrapnel. Low jokes. He turns around, hits him after he pops Carapace, and then sniper dies. That's really funny. Because he could have just kept walking, and it would have been fine. There's no way Lone Druid gets this kill, right? There's no boots on bear. Oh, he's boots on hero though. Okay, so your Omniknight, you just want to live. You want to live. You want to get your Soul Ring and your Tranquils at this point in the game. Not sure why you're just standing around. Okay, whatever. Inefficient, but that's fine. It's good that you use your heal as soon as you got to base. You got out of base, but I think you used it a tad late. That's why you didn't heal much. So for people who don't know, you keep regen for like 3 seconds after you TP out. So you have 3 seconds while you're TPing, so 6 seconds of extra fountain. So you can actually start TPing before you get to full health. Yeah, this ward is not useful. This ward should be here if you saved it until 7 minutes. Otherwise, you should put it back here after this one's gone. Oh, you got the wish after. That's good. Okay. I don't like this build. I don't like Max Carapace. I only like Max Carapace when you're playing, Oh no. Wait, Stormwind mana boots? Ah, I don't like that.
Missing bottom.
Dire's top tower is under
I don't like this at all. Okay, killed him and he's gonna live. Whatever. He's so good. This guy doesn't tread toggle. Alright. Oh, double. Wow, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, you just want to live, you want to get your Tranquil and your Soul Ring. So you either go Tranquil Soul Ring or you get Mana Boots. You get Mana Boots when you have the gold, obviously, when you're winning the lane. And you get Tranquil Soul Ring when you aren't, basically. You always need one or the other, because this hero has super mana issues, like super mana issues. And, like, I don't know. You have a lot of armor, though. Omniknight has a lot of armor. His health pool is okay early, very bad late. Because his strength gain is not very high. Let's see. In this kind of game... Get him. Okay. Let's see. The Juggernaut's getting quite a lot out of the offlane, that's pretty good. I don't like this build. You shouldn't actually get too many points into your Blade Dance. Blade Dance basically gives you 1 extra attack, like 1 extra crit every 20 attacks. So... if you think that's worth it, versus the stats, which actually let you use your spells, then you're very mistaken. Juggernaut should be 1-1-1. Like actually, if I was Juggernaut right now, I'd be 2-1-1, like two in Blade Spin, Blade Fury, sorry, because it lowers your cooldown by so much. It lowers the mana cost a tiny bit, and it does a bit more damage. I usually get 2 in Blade Fury, 1-1, and then I max stats. It's the build that usually works for me. That's good. Your mid here left lane, so you're taking EXP here. It's very good. Being able to find EXP as Omniknight is really like important, and it seems to be doing okay. This hero is something you need. Oh my gosh. I think I went over this in the first replay. There was a lion on the Dire team, and basically, if the enemy heroes are mid. Like, if they're mid, or if you see them running up here or something like that, you cannot run up this cliff, and you can't run up this cliff. It's more mid-game, but in this game it counts as well. Oh no. Oh no.
I see for you.
This is why you don't get mana boots, by the way. And he skipped bottle. That's also bad. Yeah. Sorry. It's hard to focus on Omniknight like early game. I need to talk about Omniknight when it gets to like the point where Omniknight's important. Your scale build is completely fine. Like this is just a standard build. Sometimes you skip degen, but when you absolutely cannot be near the enemy. Actually, in this game I might skip degen because degen's only good if you can live a long time and if you are able to like stand next to people and hit them. But in this kind of game, I might go 3 and 2. Actually, I don't know. It's actually no. I think this build's fine. Sorry. This build's fine. Because people aren't grouping up as much as I expected the Radiant team to. And Shadow Shaman's like this hero is gonna be so bad later because of Omniknight. Oh, I assume so. I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure who wins. So. All right. I'll keep talking about the state of the game. So this guy actually makes me cry. Like you didn't go treads and you got double null and you didn't go bottle. And like the only thing that could be worse right now if he starts building an orchid off this, like that would be weird. I get the idea that you want to split this into bloodstone, but you need the treads. Like treads gives you like 50% of your damage, like half your damage when you're storm. You auto attack a lot, and basically based on your auto attack speed, that's good. That's he has a go. Based on your auto attack speed, is when you yeah, stats there would have been better. Oh, okay. This is what you meant by missing your auto timers. All right, so let's see. Your ult range is really low, right? 600. Like, it's not too bad. You're gonna find that you're running places a lot, and you're gonna miss. Yeah, you're gonna miss your spells a lot. So this is a very feel type thing that you learn by playing a lot. So if like Omniknight's one of your heroes that you want to learn really well, then you'll have to play a lot before this happens. The hell swing. Oh, I didn't talk about that. Sorry. When you. Wow, that was a lucky cast. Holy shit. When you heal someone next to an enemy, the swing is 720. It's because your health, like their health goes up by 360, and your enemy's health goes down by 360. 720 swing. That's like more than most people's health pools at this early in the game. Like that amount of like health change is incredible. So that's something that I forgot to talk about. But in general, the order that you cast your spells is the most important thing when you play Omniknight. Like, if someone just got storm bolted and you repel them, you messed up. Like you just straight up messed up, because they're already stunned, and you can't remove like just hard stuns. Like they're called strong disables or something like that. Like Sven stun and like Rubik stun. Oh, you know Rubik stun's not one. That's a buff. What are stuns that you can't remove? Lena stun. Yeah, you can't remove Lena stun. You can't remove thing stun. Only Slark ulti and Oracle ulti, I think, will do it. And something else, I can't remember what it was. But yeah, there's very few things that can get rid of that stuff. Like because like if someone's stunned like by Stormbolt and you defuse with them, it won't work. Yeah, the order of which you use your spells. For example, in that situation, you should have used your ulti like way back, like here. Just because the Juggernaut wouldn't have to run as much. Oh, good bait. More Shadow Shaman. He's 100% dead, right? Yeah. No sorceries avail. To my ancestor, I return. Yeah, let's play on the edge though. Alright. Yeah, so I don't like this Arcane Boots, I don't like this mech. So, okay, Arcane Boots and mech is really good because you have enough mana to sustain all your spells and your mech. But in general, you should have got Soul Ring and Tranquils here and not build a mech. Because this way you would have a lot more mana to maybe build like a Yules or a no, actually, I just built a Yules. Like, I was gonna say Glimmer Cave, but Yules is actually so much better in this game. Because Yules will stop Snipe ulti, it will stop Witch Doctor ulti, it will stop Shaman's Shackles, you can dodge Stormbolt. Like, Yules is actually this is the game for Yules. It makes you move faster as well. So you'd have Tranquils and Yules. Tranquils and Yules gives you, like, you'd be moving at like 450 move speed. That's like Phase Boots Saint Yasha or like Mask of Madness or something. That's like really, really fast. Plus your Omniknight. So, that's the first thing I would note. Instead of this, have a Tranquils and a Soul Ring. And instead of this, build towards a Yules. Because Yules is insane this game. Some games, like, of course, like, this might be the perfect build in some games. I'm not saying that's wrong. But it feels like this is the kind of build that you might go every game. And that's not a good idea. You want to go this build against, high damage enemy heroes that don't lock down as much, that don't mana burn and don't team fight as well. Hard to say. Yeah. Of course, Mana Boots gives your allies. Well, you didn't dodge that. Alright. I mean, you didn't need to. It's 260 damage, but yeah, that's good. What was I saying? Right. Your
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
what do you call it? Freaking Mech Arcane Boots is really good, and Arcane Boots gives mana to your allies. But in this kind of game, your allies either don't use much mana, or you don't need to worry about their mana usage. For example, Storm will never be able to calculate. Oh, notice your cast animations, by the way. All three of your spells have super long cast animations, so you have to be able to use them in the right order. That also adds to that. In terms of where you're warding, I think. Okay, I think that's fine. Like, there's optimal wards and there's good wards. Like, these wards are just like decent because they'll see the enemy a lot. They're not extremely useful because, like, for example, you're all bot right now, so you don't need this ward. Like, they're not going to take ancients for a while. Both because pubs don't take ancients very often, and because no one on their team is strong enough at this point. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to lesson. Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under
Next
attack.
boat on. That's pretty normal. Oh, Shadow Shaman didn't get blank. What? He saved out like 2k. I don't. Okay. Let's see what I got. Yeah, this standard jog. He should have a Quelling Blade. Quelling Blade is really important on this here. I mean, you literally farm 30% faster. Oh, you didn't Omni Slash? Oh my gosh. I mean, now you just hit him to death, right? Oh, jeez, this guy. That's why you didn't Omni Slash here.
I had such plans.
Whack. Whack. There? Oh no, there. Oh, okay, I'll talk about this for a bit. When you're using Blade Fury next to enemies,
You should be honored.
when you're using Blade Fury next to enemies, if you accidentally attack them, it will stop you from moving for that second that you're attacking them. And during Blade Fury, your attacks do 0 damage. So, obviously, I'm about to say, don't attack them. But basically, the trick is to run, like, click where you think they're walking. So, like, this sniper, if he's walking up here, I will click here, yeah. Then he's gonna move, and then he's moving, and I click here, right? So I'm clicking in front of where the sniper's about to walk. Okay, that's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, that was good rewards, by the way, like, by the Shadow Shaman to block the enemy. I mean, it didn't work out exactly, but it worked out, so, yeah. PL's going a Vlad's Diffusal. I would get the Vlad's first if you're gonna get this build. This build's really strong, but, I mean, there's better builds, there's better builds in different situations, but this build is, like, very, like, standard. It's fine. He's gonna destroy the Storm. So Storm's build is actually, like, the worst against PL possible. Like, there's different builds that are good against different things. Storm's still alive? Yeah. Storm's build is really, really bad against PL because he's got extra mana, which burns, but he doesn't have any intel. Uh-oh. Yeah, he has extra mana, but he doesn't have any intel, so he takes, like, double damage from PL. Especially the illusions, right? But he can't use it as efficiently because his regen's not high, because he doesn't have intel. Let's see what's happening. Fast forward.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under Dire's
Alright, yeah, your skill build's still fine. You got the Mech Arcane boost now. You can definitely support all three. You just have to be a little bit... So, you have to think about the order in which you cast spells. This will give you, like, the next, like, trick or whatever for playing Omniknight. For example, the first trick with Shadow Fiend is learning to double raise creeps when you get to level 7, right? With Omniknight, the trick is learning which spells to cast when and in what order. Because, like I said, if someone gets Stormbolted and then you repel them, you're fucked up because repel stops your heal, so you can't heal them because you repelled them and they might die anyway. With your ulti, it's physical damage, so you have to do it like, okay, your ulti timing is actually really hard. Like even like the best players will miss that every now and then because the enemy will try to bait. They'll try their best to bait that ability out. Well, PL has Diffusal, which counters both these two spells, but I think you can still work around it when you're playing Omniknight if you're really like on the ball about your animations. Yeah, that's some pretty decent farm.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Regeneration.
Man, this still no bottle. Still no treads.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I mean, there's different ways to play a hero, but I just don't see the plus. That's good. I'm really hoping that you go for Yules next. Yules is the item this game, as I explained. Oh, you're about to run this guy. Alright, so he pulls? Oh, okay, you repel him. Yeah, I expected you to repel Storm. That was a good ulti. But you have to be careful now. Like, you need to be in position. Good that you're running away.
It's not the size of the sword, Sven. It's how you
Good job, good job. Plus, Storm, suicided, saved. Both of you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not much is happening in this game.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
No Carapace TP, I guess.
double damage.
Yeah, PL's build, he mixed up the order because as soon as you get Vlad, you can farm the entire jungle really fast and you don't lose any health or anything. But he went Diffuser first, but whatever, he has both now. Storm, still no treads.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm over here.
Oh, Radiant Spear. Interesting. Lone Druid is not that strong a hero in this patch, but when you're playing Lone Druid in this kind of thing, when you're going Radiance Rush, you have to like really be on top of farming it. Like that, the item doesn't do as much as you expect it to, because, I mean, like, yeah, of course the bear's really tanky, and the Radiance does a lot of damage, and you farm really fast with it and stuff like that. Nice, that was really good. Let me go back. So, next Invis is in, one shot's away shot. Storm zips in. Carapace procs. You had the heal. It's fine that you repelled there. Actually, no, it's not fine that you repelled there. Repelling there costs you a lot. Costs you 50 mana, which, I mean, okay, it's fine that you repelled there. But you don't want to get into the habit of just using spells when you use spells. You want to be able to think, like, what does this spell do exactly when you are using it? Snipers don't like Mask of Madness nowadays. Like, I think there was a sniper in every game that I've casted so far. Firstly, for some weird reason, I don't know why there's so many snipers. But the second reason, like the second weird thing is that none of them go Mask of Madness, none of them farm fast. Oh, Juggernaut's on the prowl.
Fancy beating you here.
Ah, there he is. Oh, that was entertaining. Up. Oh, man, I'm actually exhausted after this fast 3 replays. Next, starting his snowball. So he wants to try to find Shadow Shaman and Sniper over and over again. I mean, he could also go for PL and Witch Doctor, but you know, it's fine. So, okay, I dislike this very much. Okay, so that might be, whoops. This might be your first like real mistake as Omniknight. This might be your first real mistake. Guardian Goose is good for dispelling, and of course the free mech and its slower cooldown and everything is really, really, really nice. And the aura, of course. But the thing about Arcane Boots and mech is that, sorry, the thing about Arcane Boots and mech versus Guardians Greaves is that they're pretty much the same thing. Like, you spend 2,000 on this, like 1,700 on this. And it actually doesn't do that much. Like, of course, free mech and you can spam it and like everything about it looks really nice. But the thing is, if you had a Yules here instead, or like half, like almost a Yules here, like if you had a Yules at 30 minutes,
Radiant's
that would
bottom
have
tower is under attack.
done so much for you. Interesting. All right. Let's see. All right.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah. Yeah, still getting worse is good. If you didn't want to go Yule Scepter in this game, I might have bought Blink. Blink is really good for Omniknight. It sounds weird because you can't like initiate it and stuff, but Blink makes you like it basically extends the range of your OP spell. Like these spells are OP, right? But it raises the range of your OP spells by 2,000. So, sorry, 1,200. So that's like always a decent option on Omniknight. Plus, you're not a bad TP cancel. And by TP cancel, I mean, no, I don't mean stun anyone out of it or anything like that. I mean, people start TPing, you blink onto them, and you heal bomb, and you hit them over and over again, and then eventually they might like turn around and try to do something to you, which stops the TP. Or you like track them for your allies. All right, I am buggered, but I will press on. I think this might be the last replay though. Might do the other two replays like, another day. Okay. Oof. You have very good positioning here. Very impressed by that.
Death is not the end, but it might as well be.
Wow, Ravage.
I slough off physical existence.
You depart this feeling shock.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You would have been a powerful follower, Sven. Stupendous.
Oh, sleepy. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, back to focusing. So, Storm's getting good blood zone charges is very good. So this is something I talked about a lot in my Storm replay analysis that I did of myself. So I won't go into too much here. Orchid is a very good next item. I still don't know why he doesn't have treads though, and he doesn't have a TP because he has an extra Null Talisman. I mean, like, what he should do is drop one Null Talisman at home and then get a TP, but I digress. You're pushing now? Yep. Juggernaut's build is very standard. Actually, he went SMY instead of Manta. I guess that's fine. Manta's only really good for dodging Stormbolt and Snipe ulti. Should be rushing here? Well, soon. Oh yeah, you should not stand so far up. Is Omniknight.
Fear not heresy.
It's good. It's good killing the sniper. Oh man. Spam cleanup.
The shades demand flesh.
Push.
Over here now. Zap.
My ancestors!
That's good by Slum. Picking off the enemy mid. Gets another Bloodstone charge.
Double damage.
Oh, I'm nodding off. Ugh. Alright, this is definitely the last replay I'm doing. But I said I'd finish this one, so I will finish it. Sven gets a moonshot. This is awful. Sven needs to buy Blink. Why do Svens never buy Blink?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Regeneration.
No!
Wow. Team's looking good now. So you made it past the laning phase and your Omniknight didn't die very much.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower. Radiant structures are fortified.
It's a good time to high ground. I'm very impressed. So,
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, it's very simple, right? Like, the enemy's dead, you go push. I want to say bad ulti, but that actually wasn't too bad. I mean, it got you past the T3s.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Who casts that shadow? I will not. From the future, I need entry.
Somebody, right? Oh no, shows him a little bit. No, so this is a classic overstaying your welcome. Oh, Juggernaut's beast though. Ag's second item. I'm not sure if I like Ag's on Omniknight here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Healing and hard. I am afraid.
You can finish it off later, man. If you're tired, I might hold it against you. No, I need to finish my start. I mean, this is like kind of like training. I plan on doing this quite a bit, so I feel like I will definitely lower the amount of replays I'll do each week, but I feel like I should definitely be able to do this as well as while streaming while I'm tired, without completely dying. I mean, it's better when I'm playing, right? Because I'm active. But I will continue with this. Okay, so Ags second. I don't think Ags is very good on Omniknight early on because, like, the idea with your Ags is that it's global, right? I mean, is that all it does? Yeah, global and effects building and increased duration. All right, so Ags is really good. Ags is really good later in the game because you're not as it's more likely that you're not with your base, not with your team, right? But early on, like if you're with your team. Ags is pretty irrelevant. Like, I mean, 2 seconds of vulnerability is not irrelevant, but it's not 4k worth item, is it? Like, it's quite the detail. But I think, so basically, if you had Eul Scepter, that gets rid of one of the enemy's super big spells. Like, the Witch Doctor Ward, the Sniper ulti, the PL Lance, the Stormbolt from Sven. Eul Scepter is really good in this game. Plus, if you went Tranquils, like what I said, Tranquils would you I can't believe I almost actually fell asleep on stream. That's pretty amazing. First stream ever and then fall asleep. If you had your Tranquils plus your Eul Scepter, you'd be moving incredibly fast, right? The reason why I'm stopping every now and then and dozing off is because I'm dozing off because I'm stopping every now and then. The reason I'm stopping every now and then is because my throat hurts. Like I've been talking for like 6 hours straight.
Invisibility.
6 hours straight? I don't know. Okay. So Ag is definitely good, but I don't think you get it as your second item. I also don't think you upgrade Guardian Greaves. So instead of Guardian Greaves right now, I would have... So instead of these items, I would have Tranquils, Soul Ring, Euls, maybe a Foster. It's hard to say Foster. Also, you need a TP for this situation. This guy will never kill you if you have a TP. Actually, wait, that guy didn't diffuse off your thing. Yeah, I forgot you had diffusal. Jeez, I am off today. And they get Roche out of this because they drew your attention and the rest of you were dead. That's well played by them. That's really well played by them. I'm surprised this is working. Okay, so why? Oh no, I wouldn't have forced that. I would have blink. I would have blink in this game. So the trick in this game for you to win, when you're Omniknight, you need one of your cores to be like well versed mechanically. For example, your Storm Spirit must be doing well, or your Juggernaut must be doing well. What you do is you get your Eul Scepter and your blink, and you just wait. Teamfight. You have your ulti, right? You have full everything. Hold on. I need like an exit. Okay. Pause here. No, they're running. Oh, okay. Basically, imagine like 8 heroes are like fighting here. Okay, just bear with me a sec. Imagine 8 heroes are fighting here, and you're standing here. This is perfect positioning. You have a blink, a Eul's, Tranquil, Soul Ring. Yeah. So the fight's going. Witch Doctor uses Cask. Sven's the Stormbolts and hits things, and Sniper shrapnels or whatever. What you do? You blink in. and you get your repel. Like first thing you use is repel. Actually, first thing you use is your heal on whoever gets storm bolted or cast or whatever, because they're pretty low health, right? You heal them, you repel them. Then you have to look for the witch doctor, and you use the witch doctor or the Sven. I would always use the sniper or the Sven. Sorry, I'm misspeaking a lot. I have this very clear in my head, but it's hard to talk about it when you're tired and fatigued. Like I'm fatigued as hell right now. You use one of their carries to stop their damage output, right? It's basically a 2.5 second stun for 3,000 gold, which is really cheap, right? You don't need to kill them, you just kill everyone else, kind of thing. So you use either the sniper or the Sven. You heal someone, you repel them if they're getting jumped, and then you ult after all that. Like that's your like game plan, because you took someone out of the fight with your Yules. The one guy, like your Storm Spirit or your Juggernaut, is really buff. Like you'd say like, oh okay, Lone Druid is a carry or whatever as well, but no, Lone Druid has his bear, and his bear is a carry. Except this one isn't. Where's his bear? What? Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to every player. I've only been paying attention to like 7 of the heroes. Anyway, I'll just start it again. Yeah, no, definitely. I think I need to apologize that because like I feel like the quality of my previous 3 compared to this one, which is vastly different. Okay, yeah. So here's his bear. I'm not sure why he's not moving his items to his bear, but because you should actually have Tranquils and TP, and maybe like a cloak or a glimmer cape on your hero. That's what you should have on Lone Druid. You should actually split it up. Like your hero shouldn't be hitting things. It's not worth it. Like having the bear. This bear is actually quite fun. Oh my god, I haven't had net worth up at all. This bear is actually really quite strong right now, because the enemy heroes don't have the equipment to deal with a bear. Like if you sick your bear on the witch doctor or like any of these 3, the witch doctor, the shaman, the sniper, you would do really well. See, good ulti versus the witch doctor ulti. But instead of that, you could have actually had a what do you call it? A Yule Scepter, and then save your ulti for the next fight that's coming up, right? Because they brought back. You always want to hold your spells when you can. That was a good dodge by a Storm. What is this bug? Permanent ball lightning. Yeah, you would save your stuff for like this kind of thing. And notice how you're like walking back and forth here. Like when you need to use the spells, you're out here. When you don't need to use the spells, like they're like dying and stuff. Oh, that's unfortunate. The idea. I'm not Kaza, and I don't know who that is exactly. I know it's a very highly rated player, but like there's a lot of like scandals and stuff that I hear his name under. I'm not sure which ones are true and stuff like that. Yeah, the other reason I'm not Kaza is because I'm not 7k or whatever, 6k yet. And I've only been playing for 7 months or so. Anyway, yeah, so when you were walking back and forth here, if you had Blink, you could have just done something. You could have been useful, but you couldn't be because you couldn't get to things. So I'd say your item builders here is Navi, Ottoman, a good player. I don't know who that is. Better than Godot. Godot's a really good player. I don't know, like, whatever. Good dodge there. Pretty decent repel there. Bad zip there. Oh man, that is the worst Storm mana usage I've ever seen. But basically the trick here is mobility. You have no mobility, right? Tranquils, Yules, and Blink. That is your mobility items, and all of them do something as well, right? Tranquils give you regen and armor or whatever, as well as the move speed. And Yules makes you give move speed. It also disrupts this ulti, this stun. Like Yules is very strong, very strong, especially in this game. And Blink, of course, because Blink will stop. You can Blink to stop Shackle, and you can Blink to, like, you can Blink to ulti or repel, like, Juggernaut or whatever. Because you're going to be really far in the fight until you're not, kind of deal. That's the trick. After those items, then I would get my Ags for the global presence. Match ID, something, someone beat GoBot. Okay, GoDot, whatever. Yeah, did they just end here? I don't think they... Oh, it actually they can because. Oof, Storm lost so many blood touches. Okay, so this game will end. Yeah, it's a game does end here. No, once again, I have to apologize about this. Like the drop in quality was obviously because of my fatigue, and I feel like I can only do 3 starting from next week and whatnot. But in general, I want to talk about your itemization on Omniknight. I've already talked about that enough, and I think the order in which you cast your spells is very important, and that's something you will learn as you play the hero more. In general, you don't want to repel straight away. That's the first thing I would say. You don't want to repel straight away. Usual shit talk, whatever. When it gets to the end screen, I will. Okay. So usually I try to talk about every hero in the game, but in this game I feel like I missed a lot. Let's see. So Shadow Shaman mid is very vulnerable, I'd say, in this kind of like in Dota. Don't play Shadow Shaman mid because you're very vulnerable, as you can see by their score. They didn't build very well. I mean, they saved out enough money to buy a Blink, and then they built Yules, which is kind of weird. They built enhanced bots, which is not very useful early on. PL's item build was fine, but he switched the order of Diffuser and Vlad, so he farmed a little bit slower. The Witch Doctor's item build is actually really good. I mean, like, I don't know about timing and whatnot, like where you put words and stuff, but this item build was completely, like, absolutely fine for this Witch Doctor. I mean, it's very easy hero to build for, but yeah, that's what he did. Let's see, the Sven never went Blink. Sven needs to go Blink. Sven Blink is like every game it seems like there's a Sven that didn't go Blink. Like at least 3 of the games, and it's so weird because the strength of the hero is you do a bajillion damage and you cleave, right? And you have a stun as a carry. Not many carries have stuns, right? But Sven, he does have a stun, and he's a carry, and he does a lot of damage, but it's hard for him to, he's not very mobile, that's his problem, right? So to fix this mobility issue, you have to get a mobility item. Master Madness helps, it gives you move speed. Same with drums. But, okay, usually you only want one of those. But in general, you want to have the Blink after your mom, because the Blink will help you Blink, Stormbolt, ulti, one-shot them, kind of. Or ulti before you do all that, right? So you don't have to wait for the animation. And then you can, like, hit them twice and they'll die. Like, that's the trick with Sven, and that's how you start your snowball. He got MKB in this game. I'm not sure why, like, at all. No one on your team had evasion. And I think I've said before was, something I said before was that MKB versus Daedalus will do double the damage if you have roughly 300 auto attack damage. It's basically a bell curve. If you do less than like 100 damage with your auto attack, then MKB actually does more because the crit only doubles your damage, which is like nothing if you have less than 100, right? But in general, you always have more than that. So when you're playing Sven, if you're getting Mom first, usually Mom first is the right idea. But you want to get your Blink after your Treads Mom, and then build it maybe a BKB after the Blink, and then like crit or crit instead of BKB, stuff like that. In general, this item build is inferior. They did win this game, I have to say, but that is what do you call it? That's Sven's downfall. Sniper's build. In general, you want Mom instead of Deso because you get your Mom earlier and it does more damage, and you can farm faster with it, like early on. Also, you need you require the lifesteal to like live in a lot of fights. Plus, Mom gives you move speed, and Deso doesn't. Mantis Style plus, yeah, okay, so this is redundancy, right? You don't have Mantis Style plus Saint Janyasha because I mean, okay, so it's actually not too bad. Like, the only thing that doesn't stack is the movement speed, but in general, you want to be as efficient as possible. Like, you cut out the movement speed instead of, like, I actually don't know why you got, why did you go Manta? Like, it works against Orchid, but so does BKB, and BKB is cheaper than Manta. So I think Sniper's build was awkward. Storm's build was quite fine. I don't think it played perfectly. What can you say about Satanic's then other than Mom? So Satanic requires you to build a what do you call it? A Helm of Dominator, and Helm of Dominator on Sven is far far inferior. Helm of Dominator is far inferior to Mom because it doesn't give you any attack speed. Like actually, if you look at it, so it trades 100 attack speed and like the damage amp, right? Plus for the 5 armor, I think that's the difference between the two. Plus you get Dominator creep and like stack with it and stuff. That's pretty nice, right? But the thing is, Dominator doesn't give you what you want as the hero early on. Like because when you get your Mom and your Blink, you can do that combo where you like you ult, you Warcry, and then you blink onto someone, Stormbolt them, hit them twice, and they die, right? Plus like clear damage or whatever, right? But you do that like that's the trick with Sven. That starts your snowball. You do really well early game as a carry. Like there's not many heroes that like Juggernaut is the same, right? You do a lot early game. Like you get your Mom and your like Yasha, and then you Omnislash the enemy mid, and you just get like 3 levels because you're just doing insanely well or whatever, right? If you want Satanic on Sven, it has to be like super late. Like that would be like your last item or something, because you have your Mom, right? And you should always get Mom instead of Dominate because, like I said, it's superior because you do more damage. You attack faster, right? You get more attacks during your Stormbolt when you do that initiation thing. So you want your Mom. So what it would require would be actually you could have both, I think. But in what situation is Satanic better than like a Skadi or like, because they're both like, I'm trying to relate it to items that let you live. Satanic needs you to be like freely hitting things, which is really hard for Sven because people kite you a lot, and you know, unless you got BKB. So if you're BKB, you usually don't have too many issues hitting people, but you also don't have too many issues living, so you don't need Satanic in that sense either. Sven's also a strength carry. You also have a lot more health than most carries just naturally. You also have less armor, but you know, it's trade-off, right? I don't know. Like I don't think Satanic works on Sven because I think in every situation you'll have another item. Because like let's say you're having troubles living after your BKB, you would get a what do you call it, Skadi or a heart instead. So you want Sven to go kill Asa. I think that's what you do with Sven. You get your Mom and your Blink early, and then you go run around killing people. Because like if you get Mom, like you get your Mom at like 8 minutes, whatever, with your boots, and maybe like a shield and a quelling blade or something like that. Yeah, you get your Mom in like 8 minutes, 9 minutes or something, free farm, and then you get your Blink at like 13-ish. 12 with free farm after your Mom. This is like absolute efficiency. Like if you don't like, you might get a little bit later, like 15 minutes or 16 minutes or something like that. But if you get it that early, that combo will work. You just like blink on people, Stormbolt them, hit them twice with your ulti. Like maybe not twice, like 3 times, 4 times, whatever, right? Sven should be a really active carry because like it's just where he fits in the game. Kind of like how what do you call it? PA should be an active carry, while Anti-Mage is not an active carry. Anti-Mage works off high mobility. Anti-Mage can blink around the map so that he doesn't have to spend time walking, so he farms really fast because he blinks between camps, blinks to other camps, he also uses that escape. Anti-Mage is tanky because of Mana Shield, right? It's just how the hero's designed to play. Sven wants to take these big team fights with his Mom and his Blink. Sometimes you get a Drums as well, but actually, I don't think Drums works on the hero. I'm mentioning it because he has Drums, but I don't think you use Drums on Sven very often. It's very rare. Like, maybe if you died a lot in lane, you can't get your Mom, you're behind, you get Drums instead, and then you build into like a... I don't know, but then you're already so far behind, you can't take advantage of the hero's strengths. I'm not sure, I don't play Sven enough, I admit, to like... okay. I don't play Sven enough to like be able to understand all of these like little quirks, but in general, those are the builds that I see succeed the most, that I think work the best. Okay, I think I'm done with this. I talked mostly about itemization for Omniknight, and like how hard he is to lane. That's essentially all I can, like all the advice I can give. Omniknight in pubs usually pans out something like this, or a huge stomp in the enemy in your favor. So it makes the game more stompy kind of thing. Yeah, like, I mean, because I don't think you played really bad. Like, you didn't play bad in this game either. Like, you only lost really because I think your item build would have, like, might have tipped the scales if you were like really on top of it. But if it didn't, then it would have been because Storm and Jug died too much. Like that's pretty fair. But also you could say, oh, well, they wouldn't have died if Omniknight was there. So like that's why I'm saying the Blink, Gills, Tranquils, Soul Ring, we give you lots of mana, lots of move speed. and blink, of course, you could have saved them in certain situations. It's I mean that's all I can really say about Omniknight. It's just that kind of hero. You have to try you have to like play it a lot to like get a feel for it. And I think the main thing, the most important, like if there's one thing to take away from this besides the item build, like the next thing I would talk about is don't repel first. Like when people get going on, you don't want to repel straight away. Like I mean sometimes you do, right? Like I don't know, something's like a project, they get stunned, they get arrowed, and yeah, so you can shield off the arrow, or they get arrowed and then they're about to get storm bolted and then you repel. That's amazing, right? I mean that's getting a 2-for-1 on their spells. But in general, you want to heal first before you repel, or you want to ulti before you repel, because after they've used spells on someone, you want to repel them, but they might actually die to auto attacks during the repel or cast animation, or after they're repelled, they're so low on health that it doesn't matter that they're repelled, and they'll still get auto attack down. So sometimes, you never usually want to repel first, unless like you're trying to initiate and you like you repel your Storm Spirit, the Storm Spirit zips in and kills someone, that kind of thing. That's completely fine. That's a completely different situation though. When you're reactively repelling, you usually don't want to reactively repel first. You want to reactively heal first and then repel, or ulti first and then repel. There's also other situations like mech first, and like, I mean mech doesn't matter because mech goes through repel, right? Yeah, I think playing around that spell is very important, because that is the crux of the hero, right? That hero is picked because repel is really strong. I mean, not picked so much now because it's really hard to fit him into the metagame, because 684 dropped recently and people are still working it out. Like, I mean, pro players are still working it out. And it's hard to introduce new heroes when you still don't understand the game fully. These patches ruin everything for people. Like, everything you think you know about Dota changes as soon as a patch hits. Especially since this one was such a big one, like a change from 683. The gold changes, all the, like when you look at the patch notes, if you look at the general section, like if you just did the general section, it's like a complete mindfuck. Like if you're trying to do math for the game, it's incredibly hard. Alright, so I'm done with this. For all the viewers left, I mean most people leave like halfway through the game. Most people left after my last replay analysis, and this one wasn't incredibly good. I apologize again. But yeah, basically, these are the kind of replay analyses I do. I do them every Sunday afternoon. I think I'll be doing 3 each week, because 4 seems to be way too much and whatnot. But in general, thanks for the advice, man. I'll take it on. But I think like I gave you some general advice, but I just still don't think I did like my 100%. Like if this was like the first or second replay that I did, I would have been able to look at it more. But yeah, so I apologize. Anyway, yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I will do this again on Sundays. I will be streaming ranked pub games throughout the week, but I'm actually so tired right now. Oh my gosh, like so tired right now. Yeah, alright, take care everybody. I will see you next week. Thanks everyone.